What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are checking out the Forza Horizon 2 demo. Now, it's been a long time coming with this game, and I've been extremely excited to get my hands on it. And we have the demo now, and we'll be getting our hands on the full game very soon after. But we've got a few cars to choose from here. We've got the Evo X, the Audi RS3 Sportback, and the Bowler EXRS. I don't know. I've been stuck on which one to pick because I like them all. But I think I'm going to go, since we don't really have an option of a rear-wheel drive car, I'm going to go with the Audi RS3 Sportback because I really like it. I think it looks a lot better than the Evo anyway. And I don't know, I've always been a fan of fast Audis. But we're going to be messing around with a bunch of different settings in the game. We're going to be putting it on full simulation, and I didn't really want to judge the game a lot by the intro sequence, because the intro sequence, you're in the Huracan, yes, but all of the assists are on. So you're pretty much just kind of almost driving on rails, so to speak. But we're going to see how this thing handles. We're going to see what it's like.
This is a super hot hatch championship. These little hatches always give us some exciting races. And with you behind the wheel, I'm sure this will be no exception. Choose an event to start the championship.
I decided to shut up for a second because I heard the guy talking and I didn't want to... Anyway, I don't like talking over in-game voices, but we've got a festival cross-country event, and we have a high-speed circuit race. I'm going to do the festival cross-country event, which is... It is kind of the event where you're going on the road, and then you're off-road, so it's kind of a nice little blend of the two.
All of our cars come pre-tuned to 3 festival radio stations: Horizon Base Arena, Horizon XS, and Horizon Pulse.
Alright, so we can... Now, if we hold it, does that turn it off? There we go, okay, because I don't want any copyright issues. Now, are you kidding me? We can't switch up the, Oh my god, I just want to switch up the options. That's it. That's all I want to do. Oh no. No, 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 no. Go away. Go away. Okay. Oh wait, there's the settings. Okay, cool. Now, controls, not controls. Difficulty. Alright.
Several assists are turned on by default.
I know.
You can earn higher payouts by disabling them, but this
I
will
know.
make it harder to control your car.
Yes, I've played Forza before. Let's go on, we'll do it on custom. So, we'll put the driver difficulty on highly skilled, because I'm still kind of new to the game, and I just want to get a feel for how it works. And we'll put the steering on normal. I'll see what the simulation is like later, because I kind of prefer the normal steering in Forza most of the time. Traction control obviously off, stability control obviously off. Manual with clutch, driving line, we'll turn that on for... Actually, no, we'll turn it off. Damage and tire wear, we'll make that... Actually, why not make it simulation? And rewind we'll turn on for now, just because I don't want to have to be restarting a bunch of things over and over and over. But I'm sure you guys understand the whole deal behind that. Now, before we head to that event, I mean, well, we're going to be driving around a little bit on the way to the event, but the... Okay. Okay.
A little contest between you and your friends at the festival. You need to drive past these speed traps as fast as you can.
Whoa! Yeah, I kind of don't want a broken windshield. That'd be nice. Turn right!
Collisions will break your skill chain. The longer you can keep a chain going, the better. But crash, and you lose it all.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Now, as you can see, the roads are completely unrestricted. The landscape is completely unrestricted, or almost completely unrestricted anyway. And it definitely, I'm already seeing it adds a ton more, or it's going to add a ton more versatility to the game. Whereas the first one, you were really confined. This one, you are way less confined. I mean, especially if you got an all-wheel drive car like this, you can just power slide around in the dirt for ages and just have an absolute blast with it. Although I do want to get my hands on a rear-wheel drive car so I can try some drifting, maybe in a later episode, though. Now, as far as the feel of the handling, with all the assists off, getting used to it is, I mean, you're going to be able to get used to it fast if you've been playing Forza for a while. If you've been playing Forza for years, you'll be fine. Even if you have, like, a decent amount of experience in, say, Forza 5, it shouldn't be too hard of a transition for you. Go ahead and enter the event. Actually, that's the other button. That's the other button. But, it does feel a little bit more, it doesn't quite feel as precise as Forza 5, but it's certainly not, like, sloppy. I wouldn't call it sloppy by any means. I wouldn't call it quite arcadey, but I would call it a little bit of a watered-down version of the Forza 5 physics. So we've got, let's see, a Focus ST, Golf R, and Focus RS in the back as well. It doesn't make sense to run simulation damage on with how crazy a lot of these events are. It doesn't really make sense to run the simulation damage unless you just want to retry the races over and over and over and over and over again. And also with this super aggressive AI, the simulation damage can be insanely punishing. And I mean, if you just go right into a tree. Come on! There we go. Oh, come on, you're cutting off my drift here. Ugh! Being slammed into from all directions, jeez! I still don't understand why they even bothered putting simulation damage in the game with all the jumps you do. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but wow. I don't understand how you're supposed to have a clean car by the end of the race and on simulation damage. But the simulation damage is definitely why I was having issues before with my performance, because it was just eating into my performance. Now, though, we're good to go. Oh, it's over here! One thing's for sure, these new race types are insanely high action. And I love how they just kind of throw you into it, too. A lot of the time, races like this would not be considered beginner, but, I mean, they just throw you straight into them, and I actually really like that. I think it was a good move on their part. Excuse me. Nearly there, and across the line sideways. Not bad.
One race down, my friend. You're doing good. Keep this up, and this championship is yours.
All right. Your cars are just covered in dirt afterwards. Absolutely just covered. I love the way they've done the effect, too. It looks really realistic.
That crowd? They were loving your driving in that race.
I hear a faint crowd, but not much of a crowd.
This is Rivals, the best way to compare your skills with your friends and everyone else at the festival.
Later. I feel like I just want to experience as much of the demo as possible instead of, like, replaying races over and over.
You just need to win this next race, and the championship is yours.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I hate that GPS voice. Pretty soon I'm going to see what happens with it. When it gives me a corner, I'm going to see how the physics react when I rip the e-brake and try to take it sideways. They'll count all of the roads you've driven, which is a good thing. I feel like they brought a lot of things over from the first Horizon, but that's not a bad thing at all. The first Horizon was not a bad game by any means, so I'm glad that they've carried over a lot of things while implementing new aspects of the game as well. Whoa!
Something new I've organised for this year's festival is the Horizon Bucket List. A list of things you've just got to do while you're at the festival. Okay, I've had cars like this placed all over Europe. Inside the car you'll find a set of instructions, a challenge. If you only complete one thing this summer, make it the bucket list.
Alright, sweet. If it'll let me drive a Koenigsegg I'm down for that. Drive a Koenigsegg like you stole it. Okay. Wow. Get grip.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Jeez, you know what? Nah, I feel a little cheated on that one. Really? I'm trying to just stay to the outside, but not go too... Okay, forget it.
Turn left.
Damn it, I spun it. The Ajira in particular feels like it has a lot more grip. And I have all the assists off. Like, a lot more grip than it had in, say, Forza 5. Or Horizon 1, for that matter. Really trying to stay focused. Because this thing is insanely quick. Hit 175, not bad. I don't know what the actual speed was, but I'm sure it was higher than 175. So you get a decent amount of reward for that, too. And I love the dynamic loading screens. I like how they did that. I like how it's not just a picture, or just something that kind of just stuck there, you know what I mean? Because that was what they did with the first Horizon. It was okay, the pictures were nice, but I do like the dynamic loading screens. They're quite nice.
You can go again as many times as you like.